I thought I was the perfect cat owner until my cat started pulling away. That's when I realized cats don't crave what you think they do. In fact, what they need most, almost no owners give them. By the end of this, you'll know exactly what your cat has been missing for years. Number 1. Slow blinking back at them. Right now, something is happening in your home that you're completely ignoring. Your cat looks at you, narrows their eyes, and blinks slowly. Then waits, and you look away, back to your phone. Meanwhile, your cat just said, "I love you," in the only language they know. Scientists have confirmed the slow blink is one of the most powerful trust signals a cat can give a human. It's their version of a smile, pure vulnerability. When your cat slow blinks at you, they're not being sleepy, they're choosing you. Starting today, every time your cat slow blinks, blink right back. Relax your face, hold gentle eye contact, let your eyes close slowly. Watch what happens. Most cats immediately come closer or start purring. That's not coincidence, that's connection. Keep track. Count how many of these your cat actually gets from you. But here's where it gets interesting. Because the next thing your cat craves has nothing to do with their eyes. It's about your hands. And chances are, you've been doing it wrong your entire life. The right kind of touch. You pet your cat, they seem fine. Then suddenly they bite you. You're confused. They seem to be enjoying it. Here's what nobody tells new cat owners. Cats don't crave petting the way dogs do. They crave specific touch in specific places at specific times. The zones they actually love are narrow. Base of the skull, cheeks behind the whiskers, chin, base of the tail. The belly? For most cats, that's a trap. Touch it wrong and you've crossed a line they never invited you to cross. Watch their tail. Slow, relaxed sway means keep going. Fast flick means stop immediately. Let them lean into your hand. Let them ask for more. That moment your cat pushes their face into your palm, that's everything. Now, what if I told you your cat has been desperately trying to talk to you every single day? Not through touch, through something most owners completely tune out. Being spoken to softly. Most people either talk to their cats like they're not listening or don't talk to them at all. Big mistake. Because your cat is always listening. Not to your words, but to your tone, your rhythm, the emotion behind every sound you make. Research shows cats respond dramatically to high-pitched, gentle voices, what scientists call cat-directed speech. Their ears rotate toward you, their pupils soften, they feel genuinely seen. Your cat can't understand your words, but they understand everything else. They know when your voice carries stress. They know when you're happy. 30 seconds of crouching to their level, saying their name softly, just talking, gives them something no toy ever could. Presence, safety, love in a frequency they actually feel. Your voice can comfort them, but there's something in your home right now, something physical, that might be silently terrifying them every single day, and most owners never even look up to notice it. The safe high places to watch from. Look around your home. How many elevated spots does your cat actually have? If your answer is not many, your cat is living with a low-level anxiety you can't see but they feel constantly. In the wild, height means survival. Cats see predators coming, monitor their territory, feel in control. Even in your completely safe apartment, their brain is still running that ancient software. Without vertical space, cats become skittish, territorial, and prone to stress-related illness. A simple cat tree near a window changes everything overnight. And that window isn't decoration, it's your cat's television. Birds, leaves, passing cars, non-stop stimulation. For a brain that desperately needs engagement, give them the height, give them the window. The transformation will surprise you. So you've given them height, you've given them a view. But what happens after the sun goes down, when your cat's inner predator wakes up and has absolutely nowhere to direct that energy? Playtime. That mimics hunting. Your cat paces at 3 a.m., knocks things off shelves, stares at walls. You think they're being weird. They're not. They're desperate. They're an apex predator living in a world with nothing to hunt, and that energy has nowhere to go. Cats need to complete what behaviorists call the prey sequence daily. Stalk, chase, pounce, catch. A lazy feather drag doesn't cut it. You need intentional play. Make the toy dart under a blanket. Make it freeze. Make it twitch like real prey. Then, crucially, let them catch it. 2 focused 10-minute sessions daily eliminates most behavioral problems in house cats. Less aggression, less nighttime. Chaos. 1 very satisfied, very tired cat. But here's the thing. You can play with your cat perfectly and still destroy their trust completely. Because the next thing cats crave is something most loving owners violate every single day without realizing it. Respect for their no. This one is hard when you love your cat, because love makes you want to hold them, pull them close, never let go. But your cat has real boundaries, and every time you override them, even with love, you're slowly destroying their trust. When a cat walks away, that's a no. Flattened ears? No. Sharp tail flick? A very clear no. Most owners reach for the cat anyway. They love me. They're just playing hard to get. They're not. Here's the beautiful part. Cats who feel respected become dramatically more affectionate over time. When they know they can leave, they choose to stay. Every time you let them walk away without chasing, you're making a deposit that pays back in headbutts and purring. Now, we need to talk about something nobody wants to discuss. It's in your home right now. Your cat thinks about it every single day, and the state it's in might be affecting their health in ways you can't see. A clean, private litter box. Nobody wants to talk about this, but your cat thinks about it every day, and if you're getting this wrong, they're not just uncomfortable. They're stressed, holding it longer than is healthy, and possibly looking for alternatives around your house. Cats are obsessively clean animals. Asking them to use a box that hasn't been scooped since Tuesday, placed next to their food bowl, in a busy hallway, that's not a litter box. That's a punishment. What they actually need, scooped daily, placed in a quiet private corner, away from food, with enough space to turn around. Multiple cats? 1 box per cat plus 1 extra, non-negotiable. Fix this single thing, and you'll solve more behavioral problems than almost anything else on this list. You've been home all day. But the real test of your bond with your cat happens in the first 10 seconds after you walk through that door, and most owners fail it without even knowing. Being greeted when you come home. You walk through the door after a long day. Your cat is sitting nearby, watching you, and you walk straight past them, shoes off, phone out, straight to the kitchen. Your cat watches you go and says nothing, because they can't. But here's what's actually happening. Your cat has been waiting. They track your schedule more precisely than you realize. They know the sound of your car, your footsteps, your key in the lock. Your arrival is an event to them, and being ignored during that event registers as a small but real rejection. 10 seconds. That's all it takes. Crouch down, say their name, let them sniff your hand. Let them decide if they want contact. That tiny greeting ritual tells your cat, "You matter to me, I see you, I'm glad to be home." You greeted them. Now, are you actually feeding them the right way? Because what's inside that bowl might be working against everything else you're doing right. Food that actually matches their biology. Here's something that will make you rethink your cat's entire diet. Cats are obligate carnivores, meaning their bodies are biologically incapable of thriving on plant-based nutrition. Every single system in their body is designed to run on animal protein. And yet, most commercial cat foods are packed with grains, fillers, and carbohydrates, their bodies were never built to process. What your cat craves isn't the cheapest bag on the shelf. It's moisture-rich, protein-dense food that mirrors what their wild ancestors ate. Dry kibble alone, no matter how premium the brand, leaves cats in a state of chronic mild dehydration because they evolved getting most of their water from prey. Small upgrades matter enormously. Adding wet food, even once daily, can transform your cat's kidney health, coat quality, and energy levels. Your cat can't read the ingredient label, but their body feels every single thing on it. Speaking of things being destroyed, wait until you hear what your cat is actually trying to tell you every time they tear apart your furniture. Because it's not aggression, it's a desperate biological cry for something specific. A scratching surface they actually like. Your cat is destroying your couch, your curtains, your favorite chair, and you keep redirecting them to that sad little scratching post in the corner that wobbles every time they touch it. They ignore it completely, and you can't figure out why. Here's the truth. Scratching isn't bad behavior. It's a deeply ingrained biological need. Cats scratch to shed dead claw layers, to stretch their entire spine, to mark territory visually and through scent. They cannot not scratch. The only question is where? What they actually crave is a surface that feels satisfying, tall enough for a full body stretch, stable, enough to push against hard, and ideally placed near where they already spend time. Sisal rope outperforms carpet almost every time. Fix the post, fix the problem. It really is that simple. Now, you're feeding them, you're playing with them, you're giving them places to scratch. But there's one thing sitting in your home right now, completely overlooked, that could be slowly damaging your cat's kidneys every single day. Fresh water every single day. Your cat's water bowl has been sitting there since yesterday, maybe longer. It looks fine to you. But to your cat, it smells stale, it tastes flat, and every instinct in their body is telling them not to drink it, and so they don't. And that quiet daily dehydration is slowly damaging their kidneys in ways you won't see until it's too late. Cats evolved in desert environments where still water was often contaminated. Their instincts still tell them that moving fresh water is safe, and stagnant water is a risk. This is why many cats are obsessed with dripping taps, change their water daily, wash the bowl properly every few days, or invest in a simple cat water fountain. The moving water triggers their instinct to drink more. More hydration means healthier kidneys, better coat, longer life. Such a small change, such enormous impact. Your cat takes care of themselves constantly. You've seen it. But there are places they physically cannot reach. And when you step in to help, something remarkable happens between you. Grooming assistance when they need it. Your cat grooms themselves constantly, methodically, sometimes for hours. They are extraordinarily self-sufficient, and most owners assume that means they never need help. But watch closely. The cat twisting awkwardly to reach their lower back, the senior cat with matted fur near their tail, the long-haired breed with tangles forming silently under their coat. They need you. They just can't ask. Cats groom each other in the wild, particularly around the head, neck, and ears, places impossible to reach alone. When you gently brush your cat or scratch the base of their skull in long, slow strokes, you're not just grooming them. You're stepping into a role their social world was built around. Most cats who resist brushing were simply introduced to it wrong. Too much pressure, wrong timing, wrong tool. Start slow, make it a ritual. Your cat will begin asking for it. But what happens when you lose your patience with them? When they scratch the wrong thing, bite without warning, or knock over your favorite glass, and you react? What your cat needs in that exact moment will completely change how you respond forever. The forgiveness and no grudges. Your cat knocks your glass off the table, scratches somewhere they shouldn't, bites you when you were only trying to love them, and you react with a raised voice, a sharp word, maybe a spray bottle. Your cat freezes, runs, and for the next hour you feel the distance between you like a wall. Here's what you need to understand. Cats do not respond to punishment the way we think they do. They don't connect your anger to their action, especially if more than a few seconds have passed. What they experience is simply this: the safe person became unpredictable and frightening. That's the lesson your cat learns. Not, don't scratch the couch, just, I'm not safe here right now. What cats crave is consistency and emotional safety. Redirect, don't punish. Reset quickly. Let it go. Your cat already has. They just need to know you have too. Now here's something subtle, something you do dozens of times a day without thinking. And without realizing it, you might be teaching your cat to tune you out completely. A name used with love. You named your cat something beautiful. Luna, Oliver, Mochi, Shadow. And then over time, without realizing it, their name becomes something you only say when you're frustrated. Luna, get off the counter. Oliver, stop that. Shadow, come here right now. And slowly, their own name starts to predict something unpleasant coming their way. Cats absolutely learn their names. Research has confirmed this clearly. They recognize the sound pattern, the tone, the emotion attached to it. And when their name is consistently paired with corrections or commands, they begin to actively ignore it. Not stubbornness, self-protection. Say your cat's name when nothing needs to happen, when you're just happy to see them, when you're sitting quietly together. Let their name mean warmth and safety before it means anything else. You'll be stunned how quickly they start responding. Your cat hears you, but are you hearing them? Because right now, today, your cat might be telling you something is wrong, and the signal is so quiet, so easy to miss, that most owners don't catch it until it's too late. Acknowledgement during illness. Cats hide pain extraordinarily well. It's evolutionary. A visibly sick animal in the wild becomes a target. So your cat, even when they feel terrible, will often act almost normal, eating slightly less, moving slightly slower, grooming a little less thoroughly. Small signals that are devastatingly easy to miss. What your cat craves when they're unwell is exactly what they can't ask for: to be noticed, to have someone pay close enough attention to catch the subtle shifts before they become serious problems. Most cats present to vets far later than they should because their owners simply didn't see the early signs. Learn your cat's baseline, how much they normally eat, how often they normally groom, their usual energy, their usual posture. When something shifts, even slightly, take it seriously. Catching illness early doesn't just help your vet, it tells your cat quietly but unmistakably, I see you, always. And all of this, every single point on this list, only works if you do one final thing. The thing that costs nothing, requires no product, no training, no special skill. But almost no owner ever truly commits to it. A lifetime of showing up. And here's one more thing your cat quietly craves. Something so small, most owners never even think about it. When you gently clean between their paw pads, removing the dirt and debris trapped in places they can barely reach themselves, your cat doesn't just feel relief. They feel cared for. Truly, deeply cared for. Because in that one quiet moment, you became their groomer, their protector, and their safe place, all at once. Every point on this list comes down to one thing: consistency. Because your cat doesn't need grand gestures. They don't need expensive toys or elaborate setups or perfect conditions. What they need, what they have always needed, is for you to simply show up every day, the same way, with the same warmth, the same patience, the same willingness to understand. Cats build trust slowly, brick by brick, day by day, small moment by small moment. And once that trust is fully built, Once your cat has decided, with every cautious, independent instinct in their body, that you are safe, what they give back is extraordinary, unconditional, unshakable. You became their whole world the day you brought them home. They became yours the moment they chose to stay. Honor that, every single day. They are counting on you in ways they will never be able to say. Now, I have one question for you. Out of these 16 things, how many does your cat actually get from you? Drop your honest number in the comments right now. And if any point made you stop and think, tell us which one your cat is waiting